Thank you for being here. As we enter the fourth quarter of 2018, the city's overall crime rate is down 1%. Violent crime for the city is down 16%. Robberies are down 26% year to date, and carjackings for the city are down 37%. Specifically around the AU Center, robberies and carjackings are down 39% and 33% respectively. However, over the course of approximately the last month, we have seen 4 violent crimes in the AU Center footprint, and 3 of the victims have been Morehouse College students. The series of crimes committed against these students is unacceptable. Parents and students alike have a reasonable expectation of learning and growing in a safe environment. And while the department has made critical arrests, many arrests, and committed more resources to the area, it is clear that our current efforts are not enough. The responsibility to change this narrative and end this crime uptick is the responsibility of the police department, but more directly, it is my responsibility. When I review the incidents of violence to have occurred over there, the brazenness that has been exhibited by the offenders is really troubling. Effective immediately, we are assigning additional tactical units to the area, along with additional discretionary units that do not have to respond to 911 calls. We will continue to leverage the technology that we have in the area and also seek to further enhance our private and public partnerships. Our investigators know that these cases are a priority, and they're examining all forensic evidence that has been collected at the scenes, along with working all available leads. Our license and permits unit, in conjunction with our partners from the state, will be targeting those stores that are so revenue focused they are indifferent to the environment from which they profit. We have solid partnerships with the AU Center law enforcement. In fact, 2 of the chiefs are former APD. We communicate with them all on a regular basis, and we have college liaisons who serve as go-betweens. However, in light of the issues that we are experiencing, we're going to reinstate our Campus Safety Task Force. This was a task force comprised of all the college campuses in the metro area and APD that met on a monthly basis. We know that this weekend is homecoming for Spelman and Morehouse, and we are in discussions with the various universities to identify how we can ensure a safe environment without creating a police state. We will accomplish this. Lastly, I'll continue to ask for help from our DA, Paul Howard, and our U.S. Attorney, BJ Pak. The issue of repeat offenders is very real, and until all of our judicial partners are required to provide you with the same level of transparency that I am providing you today, the results will be predictable. We made an arrest on one of the Morehouse robberies. The arrestee had 11 arrest cycles and one which was a convicted felon with a firearm charge. Our tactical team, Apex, routinely arrests felons, convicted felons, with guns, and the average length of time that they are in jail is 13 days. The Atlanta Police Department is committed to getting a handle on the current crime trend. The safety of our residents and our visitors is our top priority. We will get this handled. If anyone has questions, please go ahead.
Chief, there's a city camera, what appears to be a city camera on the corner of Lee and Oak. Do we know if that camera was working at the time of this most?
I'm not going to comment on any of the particulars or the specifics that we leverage to solve these crimes.
Do you believe that yesterday's incident is in any way connected to the other 2 that are unsolved?
I do not. I believe these were younger individuals. I think that they will be familiar with the juvenile justice system, and the juvenile justice system will be familiar with them. I do not believe they're connected, no.
What do we know about the suspects in the most recent case? I mean,
We're very, at this point, we're working the leads. I have full confidence that we will make arrests on all 4 incidents. One we already have. I have no doubt of that, but some of the stuff that we have to do, we do, we don't move forward with charges until we feel that we can get a conviction. And so some of that is just getting data dumps, working the various pieces of the technology, doing interviews, but we'll get it solved.
Given that this is really unpredictable when these things happen, what do you want to tell those students and the school community there?
I think they should know that they are our top priority, that this is not something that we are not comfortable with. This is unacceptable. And this is why you are seeing the entire Atlanta Police Department focus its attention on this area. It's unacceptable.
After the first 2 carjackings, Morehouse College law enforcement sent out a statement saying that they were going to partner with Atlanta Police and have more patrols in the area. Did that in fact happen, and was that enough, being that 2 others happened after that?
Actually, I do think I think that it solved what we were trying to solve, and I think what we saw was we actually pushed some of the activity south, because in the area that we put all of the resources initially, we've not had anything. But this is actually what occurred yesterday is south of the footprint. So I do think it had an impact, but it's not the desired impact.
Is there anything you can say, Chief? We know in the past, summer school, Georgia Tech campus area, you had students in similar situations. Now this campus, during regular school hours, why there? Why now?
I think it's crimes of opportunity. Similar to Georgia Tech, we saw that the students were leaving the library. The first couple that we had on Morehouse, the students were leaving their library. And it was overnight, and one of the pieces of information that didn't get shared that I hope we can close with the monthly meetings is that they were having their midterms, and the library was open all night. So with that in mind, once we realized that, we immediately put additional patrols there. Obviously, that's something that we should have been doing ahead of time.